We are streaming live from our Nairobi office here at the Agwings Kodek Road. If you're familiar with the Hurlingham area here in Nairobi, this is where we are, 4th floor. And this is a live studio setting, and very excited also to introduce the teams that will be here as we go along. This afternoon also, I want to just take a moment to recognize some of the teams that we have here at Tupande. And let me start with our Kakamega head office, the teams that are streaming in and joining us live. Murembe Muno, all of you, and to all the people in the Western region, in the Bungoma office, Webuye office, Karibuni and Hamjambo this afternoon. To the guys here in Nairobi, I know probably you've just seen me here at lunch. How are you? I know probably that's how you'd like to be greeted. Karibuni and welcome to this stream. The teams in Mount Kenya, Muriega, our office in Sagana, I hope you're also committed position and you're ready for us this afternoon. Exciting times, I tell you. The teams in Kisumu, Amoso Ujothurwa, I hope you're ready, and this is going to be exciting for you as well, just as we're feeling the excitement here in the room. I'd also like to invite the teams from the Rift. Wamune Tugul, I hope you are chilled. I hope this is the time for you to ask your questions and interact with our Tupande app this afternoon. We also have a young team at the course that's just coming up now. Hawajuni, hamjamboni, mabibi na mabwana, karibuni kutoka zile eneo za Mambasani. Tunashukuru kwenu kuingia live stream yetu na let's have fun this afternoon. We also have a team from Eastern. Ubowenu, karibuni sana. And my special team from Meru, Muga Adoni, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Let's have some fun. And for those that are also streaming and joining us this afternoon, please remember you can drop a comment on our YouTube chat just below the shot that you're seeing live right now. And that's on our YouTube channel. If you're streaming from somewhere else, let me just mention some of our social media tags. On Facebook, we are Tupande KE. You can search that and join us there and also interact with us. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a question. We'll be ready to answer that this afternoon. On Twitter, we are at Tupande KE, at Tupande KE. So you can search that on Twitter, engage with us if that's your preferred platform, and let's have some fun this afternoon as well. On Insta, watu wa Insta, tafadhali tutafute pale Tupande KE pia. So all our hashtags there consistent, and you can, our handles rather, and you can also find us on hashtag Tupande app. If you're going to go into a conversation, if you're going to write something and engage with us, look at hashtag Tupande app. Well, thank you so much again. We have a very exciting program this afternoon, and it's actually my pleasure, my privilege, and my joy to introduce you to the second part of what we're going to do this afternoon. And to drive us to that program, there are two special guests that I want to introduce you this afternoon. The first guy is called Bwana Caleb Karuga. He's a pharmacist, a self-proclaimed pharmacist. He'll tell us more about what he does as a pharmacist. And the second person is a lady that perhaps most of you know, and she's called Jemutai, who's also a farmer, and she's here with us in studio. So without much further ado, thank you so much again for joining this live stream. Invite somebody who's probably not joined in yet. Tell them we are live, we are launching Tupande app, and we are really excited to have you guys on board. So, Caleb Karuga, tafadhali, take it away.
Thank you, Karamoja, for that amazing introduction. To all of you who are joined in, Karibuni sana. My name is Caleb Karuga, as you've heard. I'm the pharmacist with an F, the pharmacist. Been farming for the last 13 years. There's nothing I've not seen, heard, or smelt in this movie or series called Agriculture. And we're going to have an amazing discussion as we launch this amazing app today. Now, I'm joined by this amazing lady. Let me tell you a secret. She loves mursik. Mursik in its purest form. I don't know that she brought me some. Hi.
Jambo, mambo.
Mzuri sana, introduce yourself.
Kizungu, mtu asijua tunaongelea ukulima. Hiyo ni kizungu umeleta hapa kwa farmers. Habari?
Mzuri sana.
Uko salama?
Niko salama, labda wewe?
Karibu sana.
Nasikia ati wewe ni mkulima.
Na
by heart ama ukulima kabisa?
By where I come from. Hiyo ndio kitu tulilelewa tukijua. So what you know is what you know.
Tell me about where you come from. How was farming? Uko kitambo ilikuwa vipi? Enzi za babu zenu, baba zenu. How was farming?
Unajua mimi tukilelewa tukiwa wadogo, tulikuwa where I come from, watu wanajua shamba ni ya mama. Ndio maana unasikia mama akijakiwa nyumba anaachiwa shamba kadogo ni ya mama. So when tukilelewa, mama alikuwa anaenda kulima, anaenda na watoto wote. Hata kama kuna mdogo, atalala hapo, atatafuta mahali kuna shade. Analalisha mtoto hapo, analima, anarudi naye nyumbani. But sasa unaona farmers ni watu kama kina nini, unaona?
You know, I remember when you say that, Soko, I remember, I think I was in class 1 or 2. My grandmother, akivuna ndizi, alikuwa anatembea like about 15 kilometers in search for a market. So it is an open market. Una hope ya kwamba hakutanyesha, ama it's not going to be too hot, na una hope buyers will actually come. Yeah. Can you imagine that uncertainty ilikuwa hizo enzi? Yeah.
Barter trade.
Barter trade, exactly. Barter trade ilikuwaje kwani?
Unapeleka mahindi kama kilomita kama 10. Ukimaliza 5 mvua inaanza na uko na mahindi. Imeshanyeshewa, soko imeharibika. Yes. Ama saa zingine unapeleka barter trade, kumbe mtu unaenda kubadilisha naye amekuja na the same thing.
Oh boy.
So now hii tunaongelea evolution ya tumetoka huko, now we are digitally kama farmers.
Unajua kitambo kuna kitu inaitwa knapsack sprayer. Sema knapsack sprayer.
Knapsack sprayer.
Ndio hiyo. Sasa ulikuwa unatia dawa, then you walk around the farm. Let's say it's 2-3 acres. You're spraying. Imagine carrying that knapsack sprayer with all those chemicals. But nowadays, farmers are using drones to actually spray their crops. You just sit at the comfort of your farm or whatever.
Uko TikTok?
Ama uko TikTok?
Drone inakufanyia mambo.
Kanini kanatembea hivi kanapenya.
Very nice. Very nice.
And that's why we are here today. Look at the evolution of where we've come from to where we are and where we are going. Today is an amazing day as we launch this evolution. It's called the Tupande App. Now, let me tell you something about Tupande. For the last 17 years, One Acre Fund has introduced farmers to this amazing technology where they're improving harvest, they're prospering by providing high quality farming inputs and seeds. Let me tell you, you don't want to buy poor quality seeds and fertilizer, then you hope you're going to get a good harvest. In 2022, we added new products and services that farmers can now enjoy all year round. Can you imagine that? As well as additional ways in which they could access what they needed. For example, retail dukas, field agents who will come to your farm and will advise you on the best farming practices. And let's not forget the Tupande app. Now, we launched these new services under the new name Tupande, a name that signifies growth for both the farmer and their crops. Now, I'm going to introduce an amazing panel here. We are going to have the Systems Director, Jerry Kamau. We would be saying pigia makofi, but Jerry, karibu sana. Jerry is a Systems Director. Wai mambo ya Digital Systems Director. Jerry, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Good to have you. And the rest of the panel can join us. Karibu sana. I love your t-shirt.
Thank you.
Can I have one?
We can find you one.
Do you have one in my size? All right. Remember, guys, join this conversation on our social media platforms using the hashtag Tupande App and to connect Tupande Pamoja. Let me repeat. Hashtag Tupande App and hashtag to connect Tupande Pamoja. Now, it's one word. To connect Tupande Pamoja. One. So at the end of this, there will be amazing giveaways. Jerry, Systems Director. What do you do? Introduce yourself and what do you do with the Tupande app?
So, Jeremiah Kamau, Systems Director. Been with the pleasure of being One Acre Fund, I think 7 years. So it's been a good journey. My role at Tupande Systems Director means backend. So when we are delivering inputs to the farmer through the home delivery, that's part of the teams I work with. When we are handling the customer service, when people call us and ask us about the inputs, that's part of the team I work with. So we think about back-end, things which people don't see, so the teams I work with at Tupande.
All right. And I see you're joined by some lovely ladies. Women in tech, we say. All right. I'm going to start on your right, which is probably your left or your right, whichever way you're looking at this. Makandi, introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Caleb. My name is Makandi Lebuni. I'm the Senior Manager Digital Strategy for Tupande. And, I'm basically the one who leads the work when it around the Tupande app in terms of the strategy, how we want to provide the certain services that we have and products within Tupande in general. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
Karibu sana. I see a lady who got the memo. She went green. Yeah. Completely went green.
Like the maze that you see right there.
Beautiful maze. And it's not prop. This is real maze.
It's real maze.
All right. Introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Doreen Sasaka, Product Manager for the Tupande app. I am privileged to be part of an amazing team of engineers and designers who brought this app to life. So anything to do with the technology side of life for the app, I'm your girl.
Habari yako?
Nzuri sana.
Uko fiti?
Niko poa.
She's good. She knows it. Introduce yourself and what you do.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Laura De Georges. I am the Retail Operations Senior Manager, and I'm joining the conversation to talk a little bit about customer experience and how we make sure that all of our product and services, but particularly the Tupande app, is really customer-centric.
Over to you, Makandia. Oftentimes we see men behind the apps. They're the ones who are, the cogs behind that. But now we're seeing a lady. That's encouraging, and there are ladies watching you right now. They're really encouraged to see you. You're the lead in that. Tell us, how has it been to come up with this Tupande app? What was the journey like?
Yeah, thanks, Caleb. I think it's been quite an exciting journey. And maybe let me give some context, based on what the Tupande vision is, which is basically to be able to provide, a customized and personalized products and services to our farmers, so as to drive prosperity. One of the ways that we see being able to actually achieve this Tupande vision is ideally to provide an integrated way of, farmers across the country to access all our products and services, within a mobile app. I think another opportunity that we actually did see was the ability for us to be able to contribute to an increasingly number of farmers within Kenya to have even additional profits as a result of increasing yields, and this is ideally linked to them being able to access quality products and farming products, so that then they can have very good harvests, right? I think it's important to also have in mind the current context that we're in, within the tech space, the agri-tech space in the market. And, when you look at how, or the trend of the smartphone penetration, it's been actually increasing. I think right now we are at about 58% within Kenya, and it's only projected to increase further. Ideally, this just basically tells us that there's like tremendous potential within this market to be able to drive adoption of solutions such as like the Tupande app, for the farmer, so as to increase that level of technological adoption within the agricultural sector. Looking at like the customer front, because really the customer is at the core of everything that we do within Tupande, we are very, very keen on receiving feedback from the customers, and I can proudly say that this feedback is what has enabled us to implement various improvements within the app, and as a result we now have a very easy and highly intuitive user experience through the Tupande app. But overall, all this to say, the Tupande app will provide you, the farmer, with a great platform where you can basically access quality inputs at your convenience. The inputs are equally affordable, and so I encourage you to download the Tupande app and then connect na Mazao Bora. Yeah.
Amazing. You should see how excited she is. When you've been the brainchild of something and you've worked on it for years, or probably for months, you don't know. But I want us to get the context. We go deep into it. So I won't say DJ, I say director. Director, press play. There's something I want us to watch.
Alert for out-of-stock products plus when they'll be restocked. Mambo we have something interesting we'd like to tell you. Are you a farmer or know a farmer? Then this video is for you. Introducing the Tupande app, a product by 1 Acre Fund. Tupande app makes it easier for farmers or their families and friends to buy farm inputs conveniently. All you have to do is download and register. The rest is as easy as ABC. The straightforward app makes finding, ordering and purchasing farm inputs a walk in the shamba. Whether you want to order fertilizer, seeds, a jembe, a wheelbarrow or even a phone for your parents, we have you covered. Usistress kutafuta agrovet wanauza high quality products zile mama tapenda, sides za home na tuko hapa. Effortlessly find any products and get an alert for out of stock products plus when they'll be restocked. We have integrated M-Pesa for ease of payment, making it convenient for you to pay for your items on the go. Punguza middlemen kati yako na kununua vitu za shamba. Your items can be delivered to your doorstep anywhere in Kenya at a small fee, or you can choose to pick them up at any of our 330 dukas closest to you. Whether you're in Nairobi, Narumoru, Karachuonyo or anywhere in Kenya, the app makes it easy for you to be part of the farming process. What are you waiting for? Download the Tupande app today on Play Store and enjoy a hassle-free farming experience. Hashtag Tupande Pamoja.
It's that simple. It's that simple, and you've got one amazing app in the palm of your hands. Now, we're going to go deep into this, but don't forget to join us on all social media platforms. We are live, obviously, on YouTube or whichever platform you're watching us on. Remember, the hashtag is Tupande App. And the other hashtag is, someone remind me? Someone remind me? Are you guys following this? Tupande App. And the other one is to connect Tupande Pamoja. That is to connect Tupande Pamoja. Makandi, brilliant work, brilliant work. So how does this work?
When you look at basically the mobile space, or mobile app ecosystem, for this particular mobile app right now, we have an Android-enabled app. And so as you saw in the video, most users can actually access the app or download the app through Play Store. The iOS version is coming soon, and we will definitely let you guys know once we have it live. Yeah, so that's basically how users can actually access it. Yeah.
So what feedback then are you getting? Because on this end, you can see all the feedback farmers are sending out.
Yeah.
What is this one feedback that you'll be like, wow, this is amazing?
Yeah, I mean, I will not give you one feedback.
Give me a lot. Give me 5.
Yeah, and I think let me just start with just first saying, we highly encourage feedback. So, as you download the app, I encourage you to please constantly keep sharing feedback. That's basically what will ensure that we are providing you with an even more superior, user experience. We've received an array of feedback, and, we've received positive feedback that basically touches on the user experience. So, users have come back to tell us that this app is easy to use. We've also received feedback in terms of the value that the users and customers are actually getting out of using the app, such as convenience or price transparency. You actually go into the app and you can scroll through the products that you're looking for and get to identify what the price is within the market. But at the same time, we are equally receiving feedback that is ensuring that we're constantly improving the experience for our customers, and that has enabled us to reach to this point, where the app has really grown through various and transitioned through various versions until, at this point in time. Yeah.
Doreen, there's something I hear being called beta testing. Not beta that you're beta at somebody, but
Beta.
beta. Oh,
where
beta.
you come from.
Beta testing. Yeah. How are you incorporating all this feedback that you're getting to improve the app during the testing process? How was the incorporation like?
Yeah, so in technology, you have to build a solution that works for customers. You cannot just build something and expect that uptake will be there. So as part of the process, we would, first of all, get feedback from Makandi and team, understand what the pain points are, come up with something, right? And not only zeroing in on the pain points that we see, we actually go a step ahead and see, okay, this is the pain point that they're having, what other pain point could come as a result, and develop functionalities that will also aid to ensure that that value is maximized on what they see on the app. And then I'll, based on that, go to the field, have chats with farmers, understand what they think about the design. Is it intuitive? Is it something that my grandmother can be able to understand? Because we have users who are 60 years old and above, right? And it's quite fascinating because probably by the time they were 30, the smartphone was non-existent. So for them to be able to interact with the app in a way that is easy for them to understand and get to what they want to accomplish has been really key for us as we go through that beta testing process. And then from there, we take in that feedback, iterate, go back, and then also there's insights that we get once versions have been pushed, as she said, on the Play Store. Guys download, we see what the uptake is, and we get feedback as well from them. So this has been very key in developing a highly intuitive and easy to use app for our farmers.
There's a concern with some people will tell you, I don't download so many apps on my phone because it would drag space-wise, itatumia bundle mingi sana. So are you getting such feedback, and how did you incorporate an app that is, you know, the file size is not so large?
Yeah, of course. Actually, that's one of the main feedback points that we've been getting from the field. And as a result, we went ahead as the engineering team, looked at this problem, tried to understand how we can optimize the app such that it doesn't matter if you have bought your 200 MBs or your 1 GB, if you're somewhere sitting in Nairobi and ordering for someone else, you'd still be able to access the same level of quality. Well, we try and vary it based on the speeds, but ideally we have optimized the app such that a user can be able to access those services without it being laggy, but also not taking up too much space and not taking up so many bundles. So go ahead and download the app. We assure you it will work, whether you are in Karachuonyo or you are in Nairobi.
Or whether you're using Wi-Fi or whichever way you're using it. Haikuli sana. Haikuli sana. Laura, let's talk impact and how this Tupande app is a game changer.
Yeah.
One, who is the app targeting? Is it teams?
It will work, whether you are in Karachuonyo or you are in Nairobi.
Or whether you're using Wi-Fi or whichever way you're using it. Haikuli sana. Haikuli sana. Laura, let's talk impact and how this Tupande app is a game changer.
Yeah.
One, who is the app targeting? Is it teams? Is it farmers, actual farmers who are in the value chain? Who is using this app?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So we've existed for 17 years, as you've mentioned. Our commitment has always and continues to be serving smallholder farmers. The goal is healthy families, prosperous communities, all coming from really strong harvests. So that's not changed. We have Tupande agents on the ground to serve customers who want that human interaction, who are on their shamba and appreciate someone stopping by and supporting them. We have shopkeepers who are available at our dukas to provide people who come through town the same services, and they can buy products on cash. Now, we're offering this service digitally and all of our products digitally. So our customers, they look different in many ways, right? They might be the farmers who are actually sitting in Nairobi or Nakuru or Kisumu. They're not at the farm, they're supporting from afar. They might be younger demographic, as some of my colleagues mentioned earlier. Kenya has a huge young population, and we want them to remain engaged in farming, right? We want to continue feeding our communities. I can tell you one story. I heard that this morning, a farmer walked into our office here in Nairobi. We're not used to farmers walking into the office here in Nairobi. We kind of think this is an urban center. Historically, we may not have been able to immediately serve them, right? We may have directed them back up country to staff. But today, we could help them download the app and access the product and services right there. So as a team here, to be able to offer that service to someone who comes to the office or someone who gives us a call or so someone who simply, we know, lives in the urban areas, that's really exciting. And that's who we want to be reaching.
We live in a global community and or village, if you like. Everything is interconnected. I'm picturing a breadwinner who left the country and they want to use the app. They want to purchase product for, you know, the loved ones back at home. How have you seen the diaspora market picking up the app? They're not farming themselves, but how is it aiding them back at home?
Yeah, and I think that was one of the most fascinating insights that we actually did retrieve from, you know, having the app running for a couple of months now. Was we did have, you know, a handful of customers who started making orders from, you know, outside of the country in very different continents, actually. And that got us to realize that, you know, indeed we do have an even greater opportunity to tap into a greater, you know, reach of farmers who may not necessarily be farming here, but are farming through a loved one, through a farm manager, you know, through their community as a whole. So all this to say that you know, the mobile app has, you know, helped them reach that level of connectivity. I think, if you ask me, you know, they are able to equally be able to connect their farm products to the we call them like the secondary, you know, customer, who is the one who is going to manage or handle the product, while at the same time giving them that level of convenience, right? They are away, they are far away from like their actual farming area, but you know, the app has opened up the market for them and ensured that they are able to continue farming and supporting their livelihood and equally their loved ones through that. So it's absolutely exciting to see.
When you talk about the diaspora clients, let me throw in something here.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was like actively involved, like every day I go to the farm, I got a trip, left the country for like about a week. So, and my crops needed to be sprayed. So I sent money via mobile money, and I told these guys, buy pesticides, and then, you know, you do your thing, you spray. So the following day I was there. So I got to the farm, and there was busy spraying. I'm like, oh, finally, they got the money, and they are spraying skuma wiki like this ones, you know, happy. Until something told me, or the Lord spoke to me, please go and confirm what they are doing. So I touched one of the leaves, smelt it, and it didn't have any smell. So apparently, these guys were spraying water on the crops in the name of spraying pesticides. Yeah. Can you imagine how, if that app was there back in the day, yeah, I would have bought via the app, paid, and have the pesticides and any other inputs delivered straight to my farm. Because you send these people money, they never to go to the agrovet. You hope they're benevolent enough to actually use that money wisely. So what are the trends that you've noted, you know, when you look at the agriculture space and how the customers are being segmented? What trends are you seeing?
Yeah, and definitely the diaspora is, you know, one of the market segments. And for you, Caleb, that must have given you like a peace of mind.
Oh yes, it did. Oh yes, it did. Yes.
So that's additional value. We're really grateful to hear about. But yeah, for sure, we are seeing other trends. And I'll start by, you know, highlighting that we've seen, you know, approximately 84% of our customers being under or below the age of 45 years, which is, you know, for me, really tells us that we are reaching the younger farmers, right? And we're able to connect them with, you know, agricultural, certain agricultural products and services. I think another key thing when you look at like the gender aspect of, you know, the trend that we are seeing, we're seeing, you know, a lower percentage of women taking up like agri-tech, which is equivalent to the trend that we're seeing across the country, according to a study that was done recently by CTA International. In Kenya, we have approximately 25% of women accessing, you know, agri-tech. So it tells us that, you know, there's a gap there, but equally that there's an opportunity. And I think we have been spearheading, really investing in and engaging women in the agricultural sector about 70% of our customers are actually women in Tupande. So it tells us that, we have gotten that right. And right now we just basically aim on leveraging data, leveraging insights through technology to be able to really, really understand how we can drive the level of adoption that, we would want amongst, the women farmers. And yeah, we're really looking forward to equally, stepping into the market to basically bridge that digital divide, across all genders.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
There are numbers thrown out there that the average age of a Kenyan farmer is about 63, 65 years. Make it 65 years. Jerry, from where you sit, how are you seeing the app changing perception? Because perception is everything. From where you sit, what are you seeing?
I think we're thinking of the next generation of farmers. We're calling them digital farmers. Essentially, if you think about the journey of a farmer, they need to first think about what is the product they're going to basically go and buy and plant and maybe give them a return. So if you look at all these innovations which are happening in the agri space, like what Tupande is doing, it enables these farmers to access that information and those tools quite in an easy way. So for example, if you want to figure out like which are the right products to invest in, you get market information, like what are the products, what are the sales prices which are there. If I need to go and plant, I need agricultural information, agronomics information, if I need to get paid, I need platforms to get paid, And we have a lot of innovation that's happening in the agri space. So we see that transforming that older farmer, as you've mentioned, into a younger farmer, and I think encourages them to invest their time, their resources into agribusiness. And we hope like the app that we're now launching today will actually enable that with the younger farmers.
Amazing. Laura, someone has downloaded the app and they are now sitting in the comfort of wherever they are and they are ordering stuff. How does that make you feel?
Amazing. It's really exciting to think about the customers that we're serving across the country and, as Makani suggested, across the world, right? I've had a lot of experience visiting our farmers around the village, and to imagine that now people are in the comfort of their homes ordering, whether it's in the village, in the UK, in Nakuru. It's really inspiring, I think, for all of us to think about the impact that we're having in the farming community across the country.
Doreen, are you a farmer?
By extension, yes.
You're a friend of farmers.
Yeah, a friend of farmers.
Friend of farmers. Now, let me tell you, if you are an actual farmer like me, there's something called bugs. We got bugs that eat our crops. They're not nice. We deal with them harshly. We spray, we do whatever we're doing. Are there bugs in this app? And how do you deal with the bugs in the app? Because, let's be honest, there will be a bug or two. How do you debug them?
Yeah, so similar to what I'd mentioned earlier, we are wildly customer-centric. And one of the things is, like, you go through various apps and you're like, why did they position this button here? Why did they do this? And those are things we actively ask ourselves every time we meet to figure out what are the new developments that need to happen. And also we have a very proactive service desk team that is there to take up any complaints that come from the customers, and we're very reactive. So solving that for our customers and ensuring that there's a high quality app for them to use and access their services to deal with those bugs at the farm, right? Because they'd be relying on the app, right, to be able to get the pesticides. So for us, it is of utmost importance that whenever there's something that is raised to that degree, we're able to solve it. And not only waiting for Caleb to complain that there's a bug there, we actually go a step further and say, okay, continually testing the app and catching issues before you even catch them.
I would have taught you about IPM today, but I will not. Integrated pest management systems, where you use, say, coriander, dania, or onions to actually repel pests. And I'll teach you that next time. I used to be this person, but I have stopped since. I do want to interact so much at the agrovet store because I'm tall, I'm shy, so I want you guys to do your thing, so I want to be the last person or the first person to be served. I look at new farmers when they go to a physical duka, physical agrovet store, and they are struggling. One, they don't even know what to order, because there are other experienced farmers who just come, give me DAP, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. But you have no idea how this app has helped some of us. Because there's not that awkwardness of, you don't know this, I don't know the quantities. I just go to the app, punch, place my order, and go. When you get such feedback as the developer, how does it make you feel?
I think it's empowering and equally to the farmer, and that's really what we want. For us to be able to drive farmers to prosperity, we need to empower them. And so this is yet another channel and another tool that basically presents that opportunity for us to live up to our vision through not only our current farmers, but even the farmers the potential farmers that we will reach out to as technology is adopted across the country. So yeah, I think that's the one thing I would say, that it's quite an empowering feeling, and then it basically affirms that we really are on the right track towards living up to our vision. Yeah.
When I look at you, all of you, apart from he's probably my age mate. Makandi, you come off as a very young person, and there's a young girl out there watching you, and she doesn't want to farm. And we do understand she doesn't have to farm, but she wants to get into this space of agri-tech. What would be your advice for such a person? Could be a lady or a gentleman who wants to join and develop apps. Is there like a mentorship program? I know I'm throwing you off, you are not ready for this. Is there like a mentorship program? Because it's amazing things that Tupande is doing. So anything that they can do with you, you can mentor them?
Yeah, I think that's one thing I really appreciate about Tupande and One Acre Fund as a whole, and I can also ask my colleagues to chime in based on their experience, is that we're very big on, professional growth and career growth within the line that you're in. And a part of that is definitely, mentorship and coaching opportunities. And we've seen that, various team members have independently, accepted to take on coaching or mentorship. So for sure, I'm open to do that because One Acre Fund and Tupande as a whole has given me that opportunity to. And equally, I believe it takes that to be able to influence the youth to gain interest in this agri-space. It's really critical for the youth to start engaging in that. As you know, we are the majority, and yeah. So basically, from my experience, yeah, just reach out.
Doreen?
Yeah, I mean, for me, tech is a very interesting space, and more to it, being in an agri-tech space, it means you have impact on one of the three fundamental things that are required by a human, which is food, shelter, clothing, and I guess education, so forth. Yeah. So being in these spaces means you can use your abilities, use your skills to impact farmers, to impact users who will ultimately impact the society as a whole in a very meaningful way. So I think whatever you are, if you want to get into the field, just like dive right into it. There's so many opportunities, and there's so many opportunities as well to impact many guys. So go ahead.
Amazing. Before I even come to you, Jerry, there's a day I posted on TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Wow, Babas are on TikTok. I posted this and I said, we need to stop seeing women as supporting cast in this movie or series called agriculture. We need to see women playing the leading role. Either you're owning farms, or you're leasing, or you're in the value chain. There's something you're doing in the value chain. And I congratulations to you guys for what you're doing. We're going to see more and more women, because I employ people at the farm as casual laborers, and I can tell you, if I have 5 men and 5 women, once I pay them, out of the 5 men, 4 of them will first go to the drinking den. Somehow they will find a way to the drinking den. But the 5 women, you pay them, they will invest some of that money into a chama. Somehow they have a merry-go-round. And that's the beauty of empowering. Of course, men should be empowered, but also women have been holding the short end of the stick for the longest time, especially, from where I come from. I don't know about you, but from where I come from. And Laura, what can people expect going forward in this app? Like in the next 2-3 months, something you're cooking for us?
Yeah, we have a lot of exciting opportunities, offers, and discounts coming up. This is a really exciting launch for us. We want to make sure that the customer experience is fantastic from the start. So we know that short rains is coming up. So lots of customers are going to be looking for maize, beans, fertilizer. Fertilizer is really, really in demand, and we've just dropped our prices. So they're more competitive than ever. We've really wanted to make it as accessible as possible to customers. For those customers who are interested in home delivery, it's going to be free all of August. I'm looking at you, those of you who want home deliveries. August is your month. There's free home deliveries for purchases over 5,000 shillings. For any new customers, for a limited time only, there's a 2% discount on purchases up to 20,000. And that's limited time. Can't promise you how long it'll last. So for those of you who have your phones next to you, I highly recommend downloading the app and making those initial purchases. It's really important to plan ahead. Short rains is coming, and this is your opportunity to try out a new digital platform, but get the same high quality products that you've heard people talk about for years now. And if you're lucky, benefit from those discounts and offers.
Amazing, amazing discounts all over. I love that. Everybody wants a bargain. Now, please make sure to connect with us on #Tupande App and to connect. To connect Tupande Pamoja. It's a mouthful for me. So to connect Tupande Pamoja. Say many after me. To connect
Tupande Pamoja.
Again, class.
To connect
Tupande Pamoja. So if you have any questions, please shoot your questions. We'll be taking some of your questions in a few minutes from here. But I want to come to you, Jerry, and ask, when you look at this app, what do you envision? What's the future like of, Tupande App?
So like I was mentioning, we're thinking about that journey of the farmer, that end-to-end journey of the farmer. So right now we are launching the delivery to the farmer and the access to the inputs. But in future, we're thinking about how do we provide the market access, so that once they complete the planting, they've done the harvesting, how do we give them the best market possible? We're thinking about agronomic information. So information about how to plant, what's the best practices for planting. So I can just picture all that in the app. In the near future, people are able to get all that information and many other innovations that will come up within the future. So we look forward to working with farmers to bring all those services to them.
Right. Yeah. I'll give each one of you 30 seconds to give me your parting shot as he officially launches the app. Your parting shot, let's start with Laura.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to be part of this team and so many colleagues who are not on screen right now who've worked really hard. We're here for our customers. We've always been here for our customers, and we're really excited to be engaging those customers in a new way.
Yeah, so really excited. All I would say is go ahead, download the app. I promise you an amazing experience. And of course, your siblings, your parents, if you're purchasing for your parents back in Kitale or Kakamega or wherever, you're going to have an amazing experience, and you're going to ensure that they have whatever inputs they need to have a productive life. So go ahead and download.
Great. I think the consistent white here is excited. So I'm equally extremely elated. Let me use a different word. And for me, it's just as simple as I can't wait to see how many more farmers we actually reach, and how many more farmers actually benefit from like the quality and affordable farming inputs that we provide for them. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll just add, actually, it shows our commitment to farmers in Kenya. And we'll continue investing in these innovations just to ensure that we can transform farming communities in Kenya. So that's our commitment to farmers in Kenya. I think it gives me great pleasure, all of us, right now. We are happy, and I'm proud to say that we have now launched Tupande App in Kenya. Thank you very much.
That brings us to the end of this segment. Thank you so much, Laura, Doreen, Makandi, and Jerry. You've just been an amazing panel. I look forward to hearing more what Tupande is up to. Yeah, Tupande Pamoja. Up to. See what I did? You got it. All right, thank you so much. Remember, the conversation continues. Remember our hashtag Tupande App and to connect Tupande Pamoja. Now, it's not over until that lady sings. I won't say how she looks like, but it's not over. Now, we are going to give, there'll be some giveaways. Listen to this. The first 10 people, right now, the first 10 people to download the app, take a screenshot of the homepage. You know, like, take a screenshot of the homepage, and you share using the hashtags Tupande App and to connect to Tupande Pamoja will win a gift hamper. Let me repeat. The first 10 people. So are you paying in about 7, 8, I don't know. The first 10 people to download the app, take a screenshot of the homepage and share it using the hashtag Tupande App and to connect to Tupande Pamoja will win a gift hamper. Now, I think the questions are coming through any time from now. Any question we have from our audience? We had a few questions. As the technical team, there's a bag probably somewhere. There's a bag.
We need an knapsack spray.
Yeah. And as we get the questions, do you know nowadays they're actually spraying crops using drones? I mean, you just put pesticides on the thing, and how does it make you feel when you see these technological advances going on?
Look at the app and see, is it there?
Is it there?
Yeah, for sure. It's quite fascinating, as Laura's mentioned, and we really can't wait to tap into that level of innovation and bring it closer to our farmers for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Thank you, Tupande Pamoja. All right, remember our hashtags? There are 2 of them. Tupande App. So this app, itakusaidia upande. So Tupande App. To connect to Tupande Pamoja, those are hashtags. We are waiting for your questions. If you have any questions for the panels, they're here, they're waiting for your questions. I don't know that we can get a question coming in as we continue. Maswali zikuje. But before we go there, let's go to a testimonial. Let's wait for the questions. Director, please play the video.
Kutoka hapo nimekuwa nao hadi mwezi ambao umepita, mwezi wa March, nikakutana na app inaitwa Tupande. Hiyo app iko kwa simu yangu na nimeanza kuitumia kwa ajili ya kuorder vifaa vyangu vya shambani. Hii app nimeifurahia kwa sababu wakati wowote ninapohitaji kitu napeana order yangu kisha naambiwa kama nitachukua ama nitaletewa nyumbani. Wewe kazi yako tu umeketi kwa nyumba, labda una nafasi ya kutafuta mwalimu wa Acre Fund, unachukua simu yako, unaangalia kila ambacho unahitaji, unatuma. Watakupigia simu kwa huo wakati, wanakuambia wamepokea order yako, uende uichukue siku fulani. Asante Tupande. Asante wa Acre Fund.
Welcome back, and I'm joined by Chamtai.
Hiyo ni kizungu mnaongea. Ningekuwa naongea kizungu singewahi nyamaza. Ningekuwa naongea kila saa.
Tuambie.
So, I'm sorry. The most asked question, Caleb, ni nime-download hii kitu iko kwa simu yangu. What are the products naweza pata hapo ndani ya simu? Am I guaranteed kama mkulima kutoka Elgeyo Marakwet nitapata quality? Inaitwa Kisungu ndo unajua.
Quality what? Products?
Quality kama fertilizer.
Yeah,
yes.
inputs. They're called farm inputs.
You're right.
Anyone who wants to take that?
Yeah, I can start with the fertilizers for sure. When you get onto the app, you'll be able to see an array of fertilizers that we have depending on what you're growing and the stage in your farming cycle you're in. So we have like DAP, 5 kgs, 20 kgs, 50 kgs, CAN, and we also have urea. Yeah.
All right. Sasa, do you have a variety ya seeds ama mko na specific? That's a good question coming from where I come from.
Laura? Yes. Yeah, we have a variety. We have done research on what farmers want depending on where they are, depending on the needs of their farm and the agronomic situation and conditions. And we have a great variety that you can choose from, all available on the app.
Ah, amazing. Now, kwa hii app, can I get fertilizer ya any size ama you have a specific one?
Yeah, you can get fertilizer of any size. We even went a step further to listen to our customers who told us they wanted like smaller packages, you know, beyond 50 kgs, 25 kgs. So now we're providing, you know, much smaller packages like 12.5 kg going down. So you can get any size. Yeah.
We actually have a 1 kg.
1 kg.
1 kg,
Yeah.
yes.
Amazing.
Kadogo.
Sasa, kuna kitu yingine kama lifestyle products, nini iko kwa app?
Yeah, so you'll get solar. So if you want to have a solar in your home, you'll get that. We talked of inputs for like livestock, so feeding inputs. We even have been providing chicken as well. Chicken. So yeah, even there.
So I can
phones.
Tumande mama enda chukue hapo.
Yes. Yes.
Aya.
Let
Let me talk to the muzungu. It's my time to shine. Laura, ulisema something. You said
English.
something about. The English in my head is good, lakini nikiongea mtanisamehea. You said something about planning ahead. And we need to take advantage of this August.
Yeah.
Can you repeat for the people at the back, please?
Yeah. No, it's a really good question. So ahead of planting season, right, exactly when the rains come, we don't know. We can make our best recommendations, but what we recommend, therefore, for farmers is plan ahead so that you can be sure that you have the right products on time when the rains come. Plan ahead. Order on the app ahead of time. Take your time to do the research, look at the product list and the prices. But if you can plan ahead, why not? And now it's easier than ever. You can either go to the duka to pick them up, or you can get it delivered directly home.
Can we talk about the nini? Mimi mama. Tukisikia mali kuna. Oh, I am a mom.
Yeah.
When we hear somewhere there's a discount, that is where we rush to. So can we talk about the discount?
Repeat the discounts.
Yeah.
So if you're a mom who can't leave the house or you're finding it difficult to take the kids to the duka to pick up the products, you can arrange for home delivery. Part of the option for August, it's free above 5,000 shillings.
All right.
For purchases that are slightly smaller, there's a small fee added. For those new customers, for a limited time, we're offering a 2% discount on any purchase up to 2,000 shillings, or 20,000 shillings. Okay. So those are the two discounts on offer for any eager mom or not mom.
And those who are buying up to 20,000, mko na discount ya 2%, nimewaambia. So please, ingia kwa Play Store yako sai download. Hauna reason ya kwenda kwa duka na unaweza order uende uchukuliwe. Si ndio? Otherwise, asanteni sana. You guys are amazing. Asante. Looking forward to using the app. Kizungu yangu is kizungu, eh? So take it away, Caleb.
I'm actually impressed. You are? Yes, I am.
Hey, kidogo anasoma news. Nipeni time. So, a quick one for the people wako nyumbani kabla uendelee. Tafadhali, ingieni Twitter, mtumie Tupande app. Kuna maswali hapo.
Yes. I'm seeing there's a question from Dennis Joel.
Yeah.
I'm assuming two English names. Dennis Joel is asking, is the app available on App Store?
Yes, it is on Google Play Store. It's there, but very soon, as Makandi had mentioned, it will be on iOS as well for those guys who use Apple phones.
Yeah, for those who, when you take photos, you have to wait for 5 business working days to receive their photos.
Yeah.
But your iPhone, ukiwa na iPhone, piga picha. There's another question from Alex Rukundo. He's asking, do we plan on not only selling inputs, but also using the app to buy from farmers? Jerry, you want to take that?
Yeah, so that's the innovations we're working on. So right now we have some buying we do from farmers in some parts of Mount Kenya. We've been buying macadamia and avocado from farmers. So we're looking for ways to expand that even more to other value chains that we have. So we're going to build that into the future, into the app, and see how farmers can give us products to access markets. But right now, not available, but definitely in future.
All right. You know, I'm a goat farmer, so I don't want to have my milk on sale on the Tupande app. Jemita, do you have any comments coming from YouTube, anywhere?
There's I wait for the comments to display on the screen, hey, let me tell you. So now I'm going to, watu wako nyumbani please. We have hampers to give you guys. So I'm going to ask you questions. Ingia pale Twitter, tumia hashtag Tupande App, alafu unajibu swali yako. Swali ni rahisi sana ambayo, kama uko na hiyo app unaingia tu pale ni leakage. So, the first question is, there are more than 20 different varieties of maize seeds shown on the Tupande app. Is it true or false? Tumia hashtag. How many products categories are shown on the home screen? Ingia pale, leakage ndio hiyo. What is our toll-free customer care phone number is shown on the Tupande. Hii maswali ingekuwa KCSE. How many different types of fertilizers are shown on the Tupande app? What is the price of the sunking radio on the Tupande app? Yes. Answer ukitumia hashtag Tupande, alafu tunakutumia hampa, sisi tuko hapa, tuko na hampa mingi sana kutoka hapa Tupande.
Rudie maswali tena ndio wasiseme hajapata leakage.
Oh, nirudie?
Rudia tena.
Haya, there are more Jamutai, Kizungu. There are more than 20 different varieties of maize seed shown on the Tupande app. Is it true or false? Tumia hashtag. How many products categories are shown on the home screen? What is our toll-free customer care phone number is shown on the Tupande app? How many different types of fertilizers are shown on the Tupande app? What is the price of the sunking radio on the Tupande app? Now, ukituma, please tumia hashtag. Hashtag ndio itatusaidia kupata jibu lako haraka haraka. Sawa sawa? Now we can read the comments from the guys wako YouTube.
All right, as we go to that, there was a question I had seen from Makoha, if I can get that question again. I think he was asking something to do with, I think the app, I wish it can come so that I read it as it is. The technical team give me that question. It's coming, give it a second. Ndio hiyo. Oh, I love this from Daniel Makoha. I'm seriously in love with this app. It's awesome and easy to navigate through it. Look at that feedback. How does it make you feel?
I mean, like, shout out to the team, the engineers and the designers who brought this to life. It's really encouraging to see that the work and the insights we're putting into the app are actually being appreciated by the customers.
Yeah, and I think equally, like, a big up to the whole of the Tupande team to actually bring this to life and bring this innovation to the customer, you know, by having the customer at the focal point of everything that, you know, we do. So, yeah.
Duncan Asinuli is saying, personally, I love using the app, especially with its new features. It's dope. Usikia kizungu? Dope unajua ni kusema nini?
Najua ni dope. Dope ni dope.
It's nice.
Oh, it's nice. Okay.
Iko fiti.
All right.
Sema iko fiti. Iko bie. This is nice. It's good. All right. Keep your. Hope they're answering the questions.
Yeah.
Tafadhali.
Someone from
Football Mondial.
Football. Hey. Kazi Safi watching from Kasuku.
There's a place called Kasuku.
All right, sijaisikia. Thank you.
I guess there's a place called Kasuku, and we have probably one more comment. We're giving you time, guys. Tumewapatia leakage. We're giving you time to
answer the questions.
To answer the questions. There are gift hampers to be given.
Yes.
Gift hampers. Na sio mahindi.
Na sio mahindi. Ama nini?
Nini hiyo kitungu?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the day I started planting onions, someone posted on Twitter, it's going to end in premium tiers. See what they did there?
Yeah.
Caleb's issue is one that bugs most M-Pesa farmers. Tupande app solves so many problems. See what I was saying? Because you just send money, and you hope the guy is honest enough to buy the inputs. So now, I mean, when you have this app, you don't need to worry about that. You know, that surety that I've made my payment, the product will get to the farm. Yeah. And also legit seeds. There's a year I planted, it was some Sukuma Wiki seeds. I must admit, I bought them from the local market. Let me talk about this particular issue. Please send in we are waiting for you. There's a Pro box that it was packed somewhere in the market. And there are so many who do that today. So they get seeds that are not certified. But since a farmer is looking for a discount, I'm so sorry, you guys are not there. They are looking for a discount, so they will sell substandard seeds and inputs. They'll mix the fertilizer with some other things, with sand, with whatever they're going to mix. So, of course, nothing germinated. But can you imagine you sending, say, 5,000-10,000 shillings to your farm guy back at Shamahoho or whatever to buy seeds, but he buys substandard seeds. Then the rains come, yes, but poor quality seed, even if it rains well, it's not going to germinate. Yeah. See how the impact of the Tupande app is? Yeah, it's very huge. Mnaonaje Jamtai?
Amazing. Mimi kwanza nitakuwa nanunulia mama anaenda kuchukua. Kabisa.
Yo, mandizi imeiva as we are waiting for the feedback.
I got you. Nilikuleta kuna ingine pale.
Si tuangalie kama ni prop.
Si prop. Hii ni ndizi ya ukweli. Hapa tuuzi ni prop, ni ukweli.
All right. Any other question that we are getting?
From the people at home.
Yes, from the people at home. We are waiting for your questions. If I was to come and, say, intern with you, I'm a techie, I've done this, how long would it take me, if I have basic, IT, would it take me to develop a basic app? Let's say in the hospitality industry or whatever. Can I do it in a week, in a month? How long would it take? Na za macho zako ni ngapi?
And Doreen can also chime in. There's a number of variables that, are very dependent on the time a quality app can be developed. There's the skill and expertise, there's the complexity in terms of features and functionalities. So it's really, really dependent. But for sure, something that's much simpler in functionalities, it definitely takes a less time. Something that's more complex and advanced takes a much longer time. Right, Doreen?
I mean, Makandi has captured it, and product managers like saying this: what's the scope? And why are we building what we're building? So once you are able to answer those two questions, we can determine how long it will take. If the scope is large, obviously it will take a long time, but if the scope is very focused and you have a very clear vision as to the problem you're solving and you're willing to spend many sleepless nights, then yeah, it could probably take 2 months or 3 months.
And it probably depends also, like, how well do you know the customer? How well do you know what they need, right? It often takes, and we pride ourselves in taking the time to test, to iterate, to explore, to get feedback. And so we try to give ourselves the time, aside from the technical back-end work that needs to be done, to make sure that the app or the tool, whatever it might be, actually meets the farmer's need, is actually easy. To Doreen's point, like, are the buttons in the places that are intuitive and easy for anyone to understand.
All right. You know a feedback I would give now that we are giving feedback? In the future, Jerry, would it be possible to have in the app, probably, I don't know what to call it, a second page or what to call it, where I can have like a ledger sort of, so my expenses for the farm. Because most farmers, and I've been guilty of that, we don't have a record of just basic. I used 2 kgs of fertilizer and half a kg of seeds. This is the output I got. I harvested 100 kgs or whatever kgs. This was my cost of production, and this is my expected profit. So is this something that you think in development going forward that you can have some basic record keeping? Or let's say I have chicken, and total population is 200 chicken. I'm giving them layer smash 10 kgs per day. So a kg is X, and this is the number of eggs I'm collecting per day. So when I do my math, am I in the profit margin? Am I in the red, or what am I doing? Is this something you think can be in the app and the rest can chime in?
I mean, we are customer obsessed, so if customers want that on the app, we'll definitely consider it. But it's something definitely I would let the product team think about and see would it make sense to add it there. But definitely we can consider that.
Yeah, I mean, we continue to personalize the customer experience, and that's definitely, part of the next stage of the app. So yeah, thanks for sharing that recommendation, Caleb.
All right. Just give me a 2% of royalties. I don't charge a lot.
Of your inputs.
All my inputs. All right, Jemutai, you want to announce the giveaways?
We'll do it on the Tupande by 1 acre.
Oh, yes.
In any social media pages.
All right.
Because of time.
Because of time, yeah,
Yes,
time
yes.
is running out.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. it used to be lady and gentlemen, but now it's gentlemen and ladies.
More
This is an amazing panel.
A quick one. I'm so proud of you, ladies.
Yes, amazing
This
job,
is
amazing job. Thank you so much. Just to remind you to download the app. It's very easy. It's on Google Play Store. Download the app. There's a free delivery of purchases over 5,000 Kenya shillings. Let me say that again. Free delivery of purchases over 5,000. So 499 siko sure, but 4,999, but 5,000 ikifika tu hivi, free delivery unapata. And this is the biggest price drop on fertilizer. You're going to get it there. And ladies and gentlemen, tumezoea ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, thank you so much for this amazing insight that you've given us, and we want to see more and more. As a farmer, I will tell you, this app is changing, and it's going to change the way we look at agribusiness. It's tabadilisha kabisa. Mama, nasemaje, anything you want to add?
Thank you so much. Sisi watu wa urban rural, tunaishi Nairobi na tunalima, we are sorted. Thank you.
Kabisa. Thank you so much. I've been your moderator, Caleb Karoga, the pharmacist. I'll throw in and say kulima sio shamba, there. It's my hashtag kulima sio shamba. But the conversation goes on social media. Please follow Tupande on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and every other place you can find them. And I want to see you ukipanda. Thank you.